Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn, and today's article comes from usatoday.com. It says, Alec Baldwin denies he punched anyone over a parking spot after arrest assault charge. So he's claiming that he was arrested and charged with assault wrongfully, I guess.
Right.
I can't, if I had to guess, I would say he didn't. Because anyone in Alec Baldwin's position knows they have a lot to lose for punching someone over a parking space.
Yeah.
Right?
On the other hand, I've heard he has a pretty mean right.
Yeah. He could also be
He could hurt people.
full of himself and think he's better than everyone, and it's his parking spot because he saw it first. I don't know.
I wouldn't go starting fights with him.
Authorities have charged Alec Baldwin with assault and harassment after he was arrested for allegedly striking a man in the face during a dispute over a parking spot outside the actor's New York City home. Baldwin didn't comment as he walked past reporters and photographers after he was released from police custody. So he got arrested for it. For sure. Alec Baldwin is flatly denying he punched anyone over a parking spot prior to his arrest on Friday. Baldwin was arrested and charged with assault in New York after allegedly punching a man over a parking dispute, police told USA Today.
To be fair, say like someone's reading this and they live in like the Twin Cities or Phoenix or somewhere. It is absolutely impossible sometimes during certain days to find a parking spot in certain places in Manhattan. And
Not if you're Alec Baldwin. I'm sure he owns parking spots.
it's just so busy in some of those areas that even if you own a spot, someone steals it.
He lives in a loft, and it's got its own parking spot probably.
People get violent. People do fight over these spots, and I've seen it in other cities.
Baldwin called the situation egregiously. How do I know? Oh my God. Egregiously misstated. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I can't read. In a response posted on a Twitter account for the Hilaria and Alec Baldwin Foundation. Hilaria? The assertion that I punched anyone over a parking spot is false. I wanted to go on the record stating as much, he wrote, saying the negative charges were clickbait entertainment. What? So he's saying like the news is making it up? Fortunately, no matter how reverberating the echoes, it doesn't make the statements true, Baldwin wrote. Why is he using all these stupid, unnecessary words? He has been charged with misdemeanor assault and harassment, said spokesperson Detective Sophia Mason, and was released from the NYPD's 10th precinct. Mason said Baldwin was given a desk appearance ticket, meaning he will go before a judge on the charges at a later date. Here he is, assaulting someone. Alec Baldwin walks out of New York Police Department's 10th precinct November 2nd, 2018, after he was arrested for allegedly punching a man in a dispute over a parking spot. He does not look happy.
You know, he doesn't look like a guy who was punching people. I mean, who punches anyone over a parking spot? Really, you know.
I don't think a regular person,
even in a vicious,
two unknown people might do it, but I just feel like he has too much to lose. That it's not like he could pay someone to park his car for him. You know?
Yeah. Like and again, I don't want to undermine the terrifying nature of getting a parking spot in some of these urban landscapes at all, because it is dangerous. It's like a nasty fight for these.
Yeah, so there's never any parking spaces.
But you know, someone pushes someone these days, or a finger goes in the chest, it's a punch. Everything's exaggerated.
Yeah. Could have pushed him.
Right.
Or said, I'm gonna push you, and then it's assault.
Right.
Police said Baldwin was arrested about 1:30 p.m. after he allegedly punched a 49-year-old man in a dispute over a parking spot near 10th Street and 5th Avenue in the Greenwich Village neighborhood, not far from Washington Square Park. So, yeah, he probably didn't have access to his parking spots. You know, I'm sure he's got parking spots.
It's
of
like
his own.
This guy
is
pretty much Alec Baldwin's age anyway, so, and he doesn't know who he is. I mean, why are you going to even fight?
No, he
with
probably
Alec
knows who he
Baldwin?
is. What? Allegedly, the other guy swooped into a space Baldwin was preparing to park in himself, and he was not pleased. The victim was punched in the face and was taken to a hospital where he's in stable condition, police said. Stable condition from a punch? Yeah, I would hope so. Like, 2 negative charges and defaming allegations is possible for the purposes of clickbait entertainment. Oh, that's Alec Baldwin's Twitter. Fortunately, no matter how reverberating the echoes, it doesn't make the statements true. Baldwin, 60, lives on 10th Street near where the altercation occurred and is often seen around the neighborhood. Baldwin, an Emmy-winning comic actor who has lately been best known for playing President Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live, has regularly gotten into scuffles, especially with media photographers, and has been arrested before in New York. So he does do this stuff, I guess, you know. In 2014, he was arrested after bicycling gone the wrong way on a road and then refusing to present identification to police. What? He sounds like a hardhead. At least twice in 2013, he got into fights with paparazzi on city streets, especially if he perceived them as a threat to his wife, Hilaria, or their newborn. When one photographer followed her into a shop in August 2013, Baldwin grabbed him and locked his arms around his back, according to pictures of the encounter. So, okay, so he does.
But trying to protect his family. I mean,
some of these photographers is a little bit different.
Such d-bags, though.
There was shouting, pushing, and shoving. The cops were called. They showed up to separate the talk and talk to both. But in the end, both decided not to press charges against the other. Even earlier, in June 2012, Baldwin was accused of punching up photographers outside the city marriage licensing bureau, where he and then fiancée Hilaria Thomas had gone to pick up their paperwork before their marriage. There was no arrest or charges, but Baldwin later tweeted that a photographer almost hit me in the face with his camera this morning, ending with the hashtag all paparazzi should be waterboarded. Okay. So he's got torture jokes. In Washington, reporters naturally had to know what Trump thought of Baldwin's arrest minutes after the news broke. Oh, because that's so important. I wish him luck, Trump told the reporters on the south lawn of the White House. Trump on all, I wish him luck. Or Trump, China very much wants to make a trade deal. His son, Donald Trump Jr., was not so agreeable, tweeting that Baldwin is a piece of garbage. Yeah. Is anyone shocked at this piece of garbage anymore? As if the phone calls to his daughter weren't bad enough. He's a lib, so he gets chance after chance to be decent, but always fails. Alec Baldwin arrested after fight over a parking spot. Oh, he tweeted it like right after it happened.
So Donald Trump never really cared that Alec Baldwin was
playing
impersonating him on the show.
Probably not.
But his son doesn't.
I'm sure he's dealt with that a lot. You know.
Right.
I mean, he probably knew it was coming at that. You know, every president's been impersonated by SNL.
It's such a ridiculous depiction of him anyway, of the president anyway. It's, you know,
but
how
it's the
could
one
you
that
get mad at it?
people
It's great
look to.
satire.
In Baldwin's latest career move, he has a new talk show on ABC, Sundays with Alec Baldwin, in which he has one-on-one conversations with major figures from American pop culture, including Kim Kardashian, Jerry Seinfeld, and Robert De Niro. Oh, so why do they have to plug his new show? They do that a lot, don't they? Like, this celebrity commits violent crime. Don't miss his new show, on Fox.
Right.
Sundays at 7. What?
It's like every other article.
Yeah, it's like Alec Baldwin punches someone, and it boosts his career. I mean, now we're talking about him, but not just that. Now we're talking about his new show. Not that I'm going to watch it.
It's a good plug for a new show. I see it now.
Maybe I should go punch someone. And then USA Today will write an article about me.
Yeah, I really don't think that.
I think he did it.
I have heard about Alec Baldwin punching media people through the years.
Yeah,
since the 2000s, I have heard that.
I mean, I kind of understand a celebrity punching paparazzi.
I completely understand somebody trying to headlock or jam a person's face into like a dressing room door because they touched, got too close to your baby
or they're
wife.
trying to take pictures of you when you said no.
Like I could see someone stuffing, clothes from a rack in someone's mouth and like shoving them into the back of the alley. He probably wanted to do that.
I am I would assume also that whatever the charges are have been inflated from what they really were.
Right.
He may have pushed him. A push is always going to become a punch in a police report. Always. That's right. Why would you call it a push? Why would you call a punch a push? Why? It's like.
Right, and sometimes when people realize that there's a celebrity in front of them, they're like, oh, well, maybe they think they're going to turn
money.
This right.
Yeah,
let's get money.
Sue this guy. So I mean, that is likely. He says it's not true. I don't know if I believe him because he plays Trump, and Trump always lies. So
right.
But I don't know. You have anything else you want to say? Yeah. Sum it up. Alec Baldwin may or may not have done this. It sounds likely that he got into a fight, but I would say that it might be exaggerated and less than
I'm on
claimed.
the fence. I think that some of these claims aren't exaggerated because parking is so fierce and people are so violent.
Yeah, but like I said, the claim is always going to be fluffed up to more than it is.
Right.
If I put my hand on your shoulder and push you like that, that is equal to a punch. What's the difference?
Right.
It is
You,
what I
ju-
call
you
it.
just strangled me.
Yeah.
It's
you know.
strangulation.
That's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, let us know by leaving a comment or hitting the thumbs up button. And check out our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us, because that would be awesome. Thanks for watching.